Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of #Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you are already a friend of mine, thank you so much for coming back video after video. Thank you for your support of my channel, and above all, thank you for your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. This is a #Friday Sews video. It's where we can chat about our sewing week and a little bit about life. So let me know down below in the comment section what you've been doing this week. I love hearing about your sewing projects as well. What am I wearing today? This is one of my latest me-mades. This is the Love Notions Classic Tee. I did a whole video on this top and another Love Notions skirt that I finished over the weekend. I did a video on that on Tuesday, so I'm not going to talk too much about these makes. Go back to that video if you want more information on my Love Notions Classic Tee and my Love Notions Allegro skirt. If you want to know what changes I made, what size I made, a little more pictures of me in that outfit, definitely refer back to Tuesday's video. So that's what I'm wearing today. Love this top. I've been wearing it a lot ever since I made it. It's definitely going to be one of those TNT patterns for me. I actually have another one planned. It's right here over my shoulder, so there's a little sneak peek of the colorway. Hopefully I have that one finished by next #Friday Sews so I can show you that. I did go to a sewing retreat last weekend. It was a really fun sewing weekend, and I put pedal to the metal and tried to finish a lot of things. So I did finish these two Love Notions patterns while I was there. I also worked on Addie's Ellie and Mac Be Curious dress. Let me grab it here. Finished that up while I was there. So here is her Minnie Mouse dress. If you'll remember, this is the one where Addie found this fabric in my stash. She went and picked it out of my little stash cubbies where my fabric is, and she wanted me to sew her up a dress. So this is the little dress that I've made. It does need buttons on the back yet. There'll be buttons here. And then I even thought about putting a few decorative Minnie Mouse buttons right there in the middle to kind of decorate it up a little bit. But this is her Minnie Mouse dress, really cute. This was a fun pattern from Ellie and Mag. I haven't tried very many. Maybe this is the first woven Ellie and Mac pattern. Great instructions. They walk you through every step. I probably am still a bigger fan of Little Lizard King for little girls' woven dresses. Just a little more comfortable with them. But this Be Curious dress is a great one. It's definitely a pattern you could pick up and work on without too much experience. Their instructions are great and they walk you through the steps really well. Let's talk about my fail of the weekend. This was the turning point. So I took my serger and of course my sewing machine, and I wanted to focus in on a lot of my July plans. My plans consisted of a lot of things for myself, especially a lot of bottom garments like skirts and such. So I took this True Bias Mauve pattern. Love this skirt, love the looks of it, and I really wanted to make one for myself. The pattern is great. This is a great pattern. I'm really excited to try it again. My fabric choice is what tripped me up, y'all. I spent half of Saturday tracing my pattern out, cutting this out with this gauze-like fabric, and I even got, you know, this much sewn up of the skirt. The pockets are in and done as they should be, and I just got so frustrated with this fabric. It's very much like gauze. I would call it gauze. It stretches, it warps, and I just know that the more I work with it, and even as I wear it, if I was to finish this, it's just going to stretch out of shape even more, and that's just going to drive me absolutely crazy. Also, I don't like how the gathers went in this skirt. Let me show you the front. These are the top two tiers. This is how far I got. All it needs is one more tier and then the waistband on, but I'm just gonna ditch it. See how terrible the the gathering looks. Just no. So I'm going to have to set that one aside, probably trash it. I hate to do that with any kind of fabric, but that fabric was absolutely driving me crazy. It probably would have felt really nice as a skirt, but I know that it was going to be a bear to hem. It was going to be terrible to wear, so I'm just going to have to set that one aside. I did pull out this fabric that I've had in my stash for quite a while. This is like a chambray, really light denim, very lightweight denim. I'll just show you how light it is there. More like a linen or a cotton, you know, blend. This would make a really good mauve skirt, I believe. I think it would still gather really well there because it's so light. And this color would go with a lot of things in my wardrobe. I wear denim skirts a lot, so I know this one would be a good one. So I'm definitely gonna look into trying that True Bias mauve skirt again. Nothing wrong with the pattern, like I said, it was all in my fabric choice. So there on Saturday, after the disappointment of working on that tiered skirt, I turned to the one quilting project that I brought with me. I've probably showed this panel before. This is a camping panel and it features a lot of really cute little animals. Let's see if I can undo it here for you. There is the camper, and you can see those little animals that are enjoying the campfire. And then at the bottom you have a moose and a canoe. Just absolutely so darling. So I took that panel with me there on Quilt Retreat because I want to turn that into a short queen-sized quilt for our camper. Our camper has a short queen up in the main bedroom there in our camper, and we need a nice new quilt for it. So what I've done is taken some yardage that I purchased with this panel. This panel and the coordinating yardage that I have is from the Cherry Pit. It's a quilt store in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is real close, right there with Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. When we were on vacation a couple years ago, I visited the Cherry Pit and I purchased that panel and this little small amount of yardage just to remember our trip by. I like to do that with places that I go, and I'm finally cutting into it, so I'm really excited. What I've decided to do is make these 4-patch blocks, and then I'm going to do a border of these 4-patch blocks around the panel. I'm going to scoot over actually and pop up a picture. This is what it was looking like up on the design board there at the retreat center. Kind of give you a little bit of a picture of what it's going to be. We're going to add some more borders, and I actually have a border print yardage that I'm going to be putting at the bottom for this as well. This is a strange sized quilt because it is for a short queen, so I'm not so worried about the length of it. The length's probably going to be easy to accomplish. It's that width that I've got to make wide enough so that it will fit onto the queen size bed. So I'm really excited about this project. It really got me enthused. I got a lot of blocks done. Let me see if I can show you here. I got all of the blocks done that go around the panel. The picture will show you actually even a better photo of it. I got all those done, and now I just need to work on the borders for around my panel. This got me to thinking of some improvements and some upgrades in my sewing room. For those of you who are kind of new around here and haven't been following me for that long, we did build a new home, and I do have a beautiful sewing room up here. It's not quite how I want it just yet. Still kind of tweaking it and adding some things here and there. And one thing I would love to add, especially now that I am on a roll with this camper quilt, is a design board. A design board to put my blocks up on and position them so that I can see how my quilt will be laid out. So I've been looking at YouTube videos and blogs and seeing how people have been making design boards, and I'm going to be doing that here in the future with the help of my hubby, hopefully. So I'll be taking you along on that journey. I might do a video on how I put that together in case you want to make a design board for your yourself. So that's what I have been working on up here in my sewing room and on a sewing retreat. Coming up for next week, I do want to focus in on this other version of the classic tee. Done a little bit of hacking, so I'm excited to sew that up and see how it goes and then share it with you all. And then I want to continue working on my July plans here for the second half of July. For the life portion, I've already kind of talked about the sewing retreat. It was really fun. We had 4 really fun days of just sewing and chatting and eating. It was just a lot of fun. I'll put some pictures from the weekend at the end of the video. I didn't take that many actually. I was just kind of in the moment and enjoying being with everyone and doing some sewing. This weekend is shaping up to be a quiet one, so I hope to be up here in my sewing room this weekend. Before I wrap up today's Friday Sews video, I thought that I could bring up a topic for us to discuss down below in the comments section. Love reading your comments, love hearing about your experiences, and today I thought we would talk about pattern testing. Now this is kind of at the forefront of my mind because I signed up for a pattern testing opportunity last week. Peekaboo Patterns just published a new pattern. It's already out. You could purchase it today. It's called the Relaxed Fit Bodysuit and Tee. It comes in sizes preemie to 4T, so it was just a little one's pattern, and I saw that pattern call. I'm a part of their Facebook group, and they had put out a call for pattern testers for this pattern. I wasn't selected, but this is the first time that I had the confidence to put my name in the hat to actually do a pattern test. I guess I always figure that I'm not quite good enough or my sewing's not quite up to par for pattern testing, and then there's always a really tight turnaround, or there's usually a tight turnaround in ones that I have seen, so I'm always worried about getting a project done in time, but I wasn't selected for that one, and that's okay. That was just the first one that I had put my name in the hat for. But I wanted to ask you all if you had any experience with pattern testing, so let me know down below in the comments section if you have done pattern testing for any pattern companies, how your experience went. I would love to know about that down below in the comments section. It's kind of a hot topic sometimes, maybe a little bit controversial. Definitely keep it clean, keep it nice down in the comment section, but I would definitely love to hear about your experiences. I will probably again sign up for another pattern call, especially for companies like Peekaboo Patterns. I really love their patterns. I've really hit them hard this year, especially around vacation time. I used a lot of their patterns, and I do love their instructions and I love their patterns. So if you want to join Peekaboo Patterns Facebook group, you can be in the know for when they do those pattern tester calls as well. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for this Friday Sews video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already. I would love to get to know you and welcome you into the sewing community. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Go ahead.
Okay. My God is so big, so strong, so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. For you!